Hey, yeah. Hey, money problems, shit, I'm simple. Little problems, now I'm flipping sample. Dead autumn, spring this season. It's gonna be mine, it's gonna be mine. Parties, I'm tryna.
You need to study, you have an exam. Whatever, girl, just freaking chill. Watch some Netflix y cómete unos hot Cheetos, you know that's what you want. No, I can't go out. I think I'm just gonna go and, you know, study. I can't. I have an exam. I'm sorry. Girl, you is 21. What are you doing here? Go have fun. Be like the rest of the other people. I'm gonna be so healthy throughout the whole nursing thing. Like, I'm not gonna gain a pound. Your mom made some tamales, some pan, all that good. Go get some, whatever. You only live once. Just eat it. Just eat it. Right now, I'm tired. I wish I could just sleep. Like, every day my life is very bougie. So many things to do. I have like 2 exams next week. I have to do all these papers that have to be submitted. So there's so many things that are on top of just going to class. Like, people need to understand. Like, my mom, sometimes, like, I'll be studying. She's like, ya acabaste tu tarea? And I'm like, Mom, it's not homework. It's like studying. You just have to go over and over again. You just never stop. Like, but, you know. If you guys are wondering how much hours I put into studying, all day. If you're wondering what to invest in, like, Macs are the bomb. Like, I've had my Mac for like 4 years now and it's my baby. I think without a planner, I would be like, what's going on? I have missed you guys so much. It's like not even cool. Got this at Goodwill because I live for crew necks. They're just, I love them. I've been wanting to pick up the camera so many times this whole week because I've been so overwhelmed. I've cried about 5 times to be exact this whole week. Like, it's just too much. Under all of this makeup, I look like a freaking raccoon with really dark under circles. If you want to see me looking ratchet, follow me on Snapchat. My Snapchat is Chime. I'll put that somewhere here. The saddest thing about that is that right now I was getting ready. And my brothers are like, you're going to do a video, huh? And I was like, how do you know? And they're like, because you never get ready. I really never get ready anymore. I look so ugly every day. So there's going to be an update on nursing school and how everything is going. And I'm also going to explain to you guys how I study. I've been getting a lot of requests of how I study and how, you know, like how I do what I do. People literally say that I study a lot, and I do. I just enjoy it, like, because, like, I'm educating myself, you know, I'm learning, I'm consuming all of this new stuff. Like, I think whenever I'm done with my BSN and my RN, I'm going to continue with school because, like, I can't just be sitting at home doing the same thing over and over again without learning, you know? Like, it's just, like, it's just the thing about me. Also, what do you guys think about this whole new play? You guys, thank you guys so much. We're almost at 200 subscribers. Like, what? Like, what? I can't. In December, we hit 100 subs. And now it's February 4th, and we have 200 subs. Like, well, almost 200 subs. On top of that, we have, like, clinical, where we have stimulation and check-off. If you guys are wondering how many hours I'm working right now, so I'm completely full-time in school right now. So I'm full-time in nursing school right now, and I'm working around 21 hours a week. Right now I work Mondays 5 to 8. I don't work Tuesdays, don't work Wednesdays. Thursdays I work 1 to 10, which is kind of like my killer day because then I have to wake up like at 5:30 on Friday for clinical. And then Saturdays I work 9 to 5. I have headaches all the time. Okay, so I have a binder for each of my classes. One of the classes, I'm going to cover the name just for, like, privacy. I mean, I don't know if that matters, but I'm going to cover it anyway. So this is one of them. This is my introduction to concepts. And so inside, you know, I have, like, my syllabus on one side, and then I have a notebook that I honestly haven't used yet. Like, I usually have one notebook, and with that notebook, I write everything, like a to-do list for the weekend or whatever. And then I have... like these separations, these colorful separations, and then, like, I'll put in papers in here. The reasons why it's empty right now is because I'll show you guys in a bit. Just keep that in mind. This is my book bag right here. It's not very stretchy, it's very broadly. So, like, those, you know, sometimes I can't just carry my laptop and those big old binders in here. And so instead, for like school purposes, I have these binders. So I have a purple binder, a green binder, and a red binder. And in each class, I have a little sticky on here. Each binder is for different things. In one binder, I share. So one side is pop health, and the other one is core. Okay, so this is like my crucial class of theory. This is like the really important class that is like your first nursing class, pretty much. So these are the PowerPoints that she comes up with. Like, she gives us these PowerPoints. She prints them out for us because my school doesn't have free printing, and so she's very cool about it. So these are the notes that she gives us, and I fill it out. As you can see. And everything that is in green, she must have said like it's going to be on the exam, or even when she was giving us a PowerPoint, she's like, everything that is highlighted green, it's going to be on the exam. And so I myself got a green highlighter, and so everything that you see in here that is green is that I know is going to be on the exam. And everything that I write in there is the things that she talked about in class that were not on the PowerPoints. And so as you can tell, I write everything that she talks and that she says. Like, I'm just going through it, you know, and just consuming everything that she's telling me. So this was like one of the PowerPoints. I go home and I make this. So I pretty much go on the computer and all the headings of each thing right here, I write it. So clinical judgment, influences on clinical judgment, how nurses make judgments, the nursing process, steps of the nursing process, yada, 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 yada. And I type that in like a font. And then I leave a space. I like, you know, make a space, 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 space. And I write everything in that I wrote here. Everything that is in each square, I write it in to here. And so then I pretty much, so that number one helps me in a way to have my own study guide ready, and it helps me number two because I'm writing it down and, you know, going over it. And so for me, I'm a very visual person. I have to be able to write it. If I type it, I honestly am not consuming it. I'm just typing it and worried about if I did a mistake or not. And so that's something that you have to know about yourself if you are a visual learner, if you need to write everything, if you need to read everything. And don't think that just because I learned this way, you will learn this way. It's just a process that you will learn. I learned this when I was at the university. Like, this is just how I did better. And so here's like lecture 1, here's the notes, and here's my study guide for that. Lecture 2, same exact way. Everything that is in green, it's because it's going to be on the exam. I made my own study guide for that. There it is. So I think you guys got the concept now. Like, for every class, I obviously go to class, I take notes, and then I go home and I make my own study guide of what I learned. To be 100% honest, when I read before class, pretty much what she's talking is pretty much my second time that I'm looking over that information, and so it's kind of like my second time. So there's just repetitiveness, and then I go home and I write it down and read it. That's 3 times. So 3 times is good enough to kind of consume what you're supposed to consume, and, you know, just be familiar with the things. Because when I wouldn't read, I would go in class and be kind of lost about things, and I'll be like, oh, worry about it after class, and I would figure it out after class. But if you read, then you kind of know, like, oh, you know, you read something, you understand some stuff, and then the other stuff you don't understand. So in class, you pretty much ask questions like, can you please clarify that? Or, you know, just be active in class, and then you go home and then you know everything already because you asked. When the exam does come, I already have my own study guide. When I read it, I like to take notes. So it's just on a Word document. I write everything down. This was notes that I took from, it says, Theory Week 3 notes. I like to know exactly what I'm doing, because if I would have typed this up and then been like, what is this again? I would have forgotten for what class. Like, there's just, key to being successful is being organized. And so I wrote up top like a note to myself, like, this is, you know, just notes, and these are then the notes that I wrote. Everything that is in green is for the exam. Here we go. I write my own notes and stuff that I don't understand. And so that way, how I said, the exam is on Monday. All I go through is this paper, you know, just all of the study guides that I already made myself. Draw yourself pictures, homegirl, like make yourself tables. Do whatever is going to help you. As you can tell, this takes time. It takes hours for me to do this. But those hours is pretty much me putting in work. Like I'm studying, you know, like I'm putting in time reading over it, writing it. Because when you're writing, you guys, you're pretty much reading it. And don't ever write something that you don't understand. At the moment that I'm writing something and I don't understand, I look it up. And that helps a ton. Also, if you guys are thinking, if you guys are deciding whether to get ebooks or hard books, I got both of them. So I got both of them because, like, to class, you know, they're too heavy to be carrying your books. And so I don't take them to class. I just take them on my ebook. That means it's all on the internet, or you can download them onto your computer. And it's so much easier because my teacher highlights things that are going to be in the exam through ebook. And so you just, like, you literally open up your screen and then it'll give you all the books that are downloaded. You click on it. And if you're looking for a certain word, you type it in the search box and then it will pop up everything on the side that says that word. It's just so much easier. So I think that I used to be so against ebooks and I was just like, I can't read, you know, but it has helped me a ton. And so I went ahead and bought both the ebook and the hard copy, because ebook is very helpful, like very useful for like when you go to class, because your books are too heavy. And then hard copies is good too, because you're able to highlight and like draw pictures or do whatever because it's your book. And so that's why I bought both. So Quizlet, I make my own Quizlet. So I have an account, and so like right here we had to learn the type of wounds. And so if it's like a hematoma, if it's serous sanguineus, or if it's serous wound. So I write the word and then there's a picture right next to it. Quizlet helps me a ton because on the computer, like, it'll show you the picture and then you type it in. Not only are you typing it in, you have to spell it correctly or it will count it wrong. And then you're also just reading it, you know, repetitively. And so Quizlet seriously saves my life. Like when it comes to any class, even though if it's a class where you don't have to memorize certain words, it just helps me so much, because I'm just like, I just see it and then I type in the word, because you have to type in the word correctly. And so Quizlets are my thing. Something that is crucial to being successful is having a planner. This is my planner. Let me show you guys something. So I printed this out. This is a paper, actually. Right here, this is a paper. I printed it from a Pinterest account where, you know, I said like plan your own calendar, a week calendar or whatever. So it was empty, and then I put spring 17, and each I put in like, I literally have like, oh, drop off umbrellas at school, go to the gym, shower, eat breakfast, drive, get to class, eat, go to work. This is the day I have off. I have online class, work on my online class. Wednesday, pick up Bucci, blah, 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 this class, whatever. I write everything here, and I've been following it, and it has helped me so much. That way I am like grounded, and I know what the hell is going on. So this is, I went through all the syllabus. I wrote what was due, what was due, when the exams are, and yada, yada, yada. So let me explain to you guys. So this was January. So, you know, I write when I work, I write things that are due, like, oh, there's an exam on this day, you know, blah, blah, blah. Spaces like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. And same for like February. Here it is. I have it all until March. I have everything for March, everything that's due. April. There's many things that have to be written down that if you don't write, you will completely forget about, you know, you're just going to be... Thank you, dope fan, for watching this video. Keep asking me what to, you know, do videos about, and I will go ahead and do them. This was a very requested video, and so finally it's up. I hope that I helped you guys in any way. How I said, everybody learns different. Thanks for all the comments. You guys, you know, take your time to write these comments to me, and such sweet comments make me smile every time. Very appreciative of every single one of you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for watching. You guys are absolutely the best.